Haley-Louise and welcome to my channel. So as you may be able to tell, you may not because I'm so flawless. I am obviously not wearing any makeup today. And that is because we are going to be testing out a new foundation. This is the InstaMousse matte foundation from Miss Sporty. Now, I have not bought anything from Miss Sporty in literal, like, donkey's years. It is one of those brands that is, like, really, really cheap, really affordable. Kind of had a little bit of a rep for being kind of a teenager sort of brand back in the day. It was for me anyway. I was in Superdrug the other day, having a little bit of a look around, having a bit of a nose, as you do, and I came across the Miss Sporty counter and thought, InstaMousse? This was £3.49 and listen to what it claims on the back. Blurs blemishes and helps minimise the appearance of pores. Okay. Natural flawless matte finish. Full even coverage. No mask effect. Ultra lightweight mousse formula, comfortable and feather light, and it wears up to 12 hours. I was very, very interested to see what on earth this was going on about when it says it's full coverage for £3.49. Didn't know, but I thought, you know what, yeah, we're gonna test it out. They had, I think, like 4 shades, which is a little bit silly when it comes to foundations, because there are not 4 shades of skin, guys. But I picked up the lightest one they had, which was ivory, and they had, I think they had ivory, honey, and caramel, something along those lines. So obviously it's in a squeezy tube, and we are going to be testing this out today. I'm going to put a little bit on my hand so that you can see what the situation is. Okay, so that is literally. It feels like shaving foam. It's very strange. Let's have a look. There it is on my hand. It doesn't look orange, which is a good start. Okay, so I'm not going to waste any time. I'm taking this little bit. I'm going to dive right in. Does it say anything about applying it? I was just going to use a foundation brush. Apply a small amount of InstaMousse liquid mousse foundation in the centre of the face and blend outwards. Okay, so standard foundation. Grab a mirror so I can actually see what I'm doing. That would be helpful. Taking a little bit and I'm just gonna dot it wherever, really, wherever I like. If this works, then this is going to be, like, amazing. So far, just dabbing it on, I can't really feel anything, even though it looks like I've got, like, big lumps of everything. Colour does not look orange at all, which is fabulous. Obviously, I have prepped and primed. Have a few spots at the minute as well. Thumbs up if you've got a sit. Just blend it. Okay, I've got a spot here that it has not done anything for at the minute. It feels nice going on, it's not going on cakey or anything, and it's covering quite a bit of redness in my face as well. The big question will be when we get to the nose area, and let's just do that now and see what happens. Does it cover pores? Does it sit in it? Because no one likes a crater nose, do they? Do you know what? It's actually really not that bad. I mean, it's going in really, really nicely. I don't know what the difference would be with a beauty blender. I might try to just build up a little bit more in a minute with a beauty blender and see what kind of finish that gives me. So far, so good. Let's put a bit more on, finish off the face. Okay, so one blob obviously was not enough for my face. Going in with a second little blob there. I am liking the consistency of this so far. It's definitely going down. Yeah, I think it is going down pretty matte. I'm just going to put a little bit more over this zitty area and see if it's buildable at all. Which I actually think it is. Okay, so the foundation is on. This is what it looks like entirely just by itself. I'll come in a little bit closer so you can have a look. So you may be able to see a little bit of redness and some spots. You may not. I can't really tell. I mean, from looking at the viewfinder and in the mirror, it really doesn't look that bad at all. I wouldn't say this is an entirely matte finish because obviously, like, you can still see my natural skin underneath, which is really nice. There's no harsh, like, colour difference, so the colour match, I feel, if you are pale as anything, their ivory, which I thought on the back of my hand did actually look a little bit dark, is not too bad. Maybe a shade darker than what I'm used to. But yeah, not bad at all, guys. Stuff claims that it stays on and you can wear it for up to 12 hours. That is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the rest of my makeup right now. Then I will be back with you in just a sec to let you know the plan. Okay, so I have finished my makeup for the day. So far, so good. I used like all of the usual shebang. Went on good with powder. There was no issues with blending concealer or anything into it, and yeah, so far it's pretty decent. Obviously I'm going to do some check-ins from this point on. I'm going to try and do near enough a full 12-hour wear. Okay, so it's currently like 12 o'clock now. May not keep this on until midnight, but yeah, I'm going to check back in with you guys in a couple of hours and let you know how this stuff holds up. Hi guys, so I think we're a couple of hours in, I think about 3 or 4 hours into wearing this foundation, and already I am seeing a slight oxidization. It doesn't look too bad on camera, but in person it just looks like I'm wearing a slightly darker shade and that I haven't sort of matched up to my neck. I don't know if you can see the difference, ignore the cat. So far, so good. It's not like separating or anything, and it looks pretty good. Okay guys, so it's coming up to 9 o'clock, it's 10 to 9 in the evening, and I've taken off my contacts, they've gone, but overall, this is held up under the eyes pretty well, and it's not breaking up at all. I have blown my nose as well, so it's come off a little bit, but I have not reapplied. Overall, still pretty matte as well. So hello everybody, and I am back. Apologies for the glasses glare. Contact lenses were off. They were off and out the way. I have had this foundation on now for around 10 and a half hours. I don't think there's any point in leaving it until the 12-hour mark because this is already done, in my opinion. Have a look at the end product. I'll scoot you in real close. Be warned. Okay, so this is my skin situation, and if I get even closer, I know I have not topped up anything at all. As you can see, if this thing will focus, as you can see, it's started to go pretty cakey now. So as you can see on the close-up, it's gone pretty cakey now. It's just starting to sort of separate and sit on top of my skin in a nice spacious position, which is giving me real like a cakey appearance to my makeup. Overall, I would say up until about the 5th or 6th hour, I'd say I probably got a good 5 hours wear out of it before it started to show and break down. So the 12-hour claim, boom, out the window, gone. That is not the way to do it. I would say this was really good if you just wanted to chuck a bit of makeup on to just clear up your skin. But as for like a full day's wear, I don't know guys. It looked really nice when it went onto the skin. It went on really smoothly. Went on really smoothly. Like I said, blended out like a dream. Really quite a quick application as well. I didn't feel like I needed to really sort of like buff in any harsh edges or anything like that. But yeah, sadly it has started to break down. The matte finish. Now obviously I do wear a lot of highlight, so if I take my glasses off a sec, you can see that obviously I could put on highlighter, but in the places like down my forehead, I'm maybe a little bit more sheeny than what I was, but it hasn't brought out loads and loads of oils. I'm not like I've had a fat fryer chucked on me at this point, so I don't know what my skin would be like if I left it for another 2 hours, but I can't stand it any longer. And that leads me into my next point, the feel of it. When I first put it on, even without powder, it didn't feel very tacky at all. Now at this point it's just starting to get a little bit sticky, which would leave me to believe that if I did leave it on for the full 12 hours or past, that this is going to start to get really, really oily. For the price, really, really good. I do feel like they need a hell of a lot more colours to actually match, because 4 shades, guys, is not enough. But for the price and for a drugstore foundation, I think this is pretty good, to be honest. If you're starting out in makeup and you want something cheap and really affordable that does work and does cover blemishes and things like that, then I would say go for it. At the end of the day, it is up to you and your preference. I am not a person that tops up makeup throughout the day. I just think like once it's on, and I haven't got time for that, and once it's ran out, that's it, I take it off. But I think this, you probably would get the full 12 hours if you were to blot, if you were to powder in between. I expect it probably would hold up. But obviously I didn't want to do it for the thing of this video, because it says 1 application, 12 hours wear, and that is just not the case with this foundation. Overall though, it's not bright orange, which is a big concern with a lot of people. I did notice a few hours in that it started to oxidize just a little bit, so it was just kind of like I was a little bit darker, but wasn't like overly noticeable, you know? Out of 10, I would give this a solid 6. A 6.5. Let's go for a 6.5. Love it or hate it, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Have you tried this foundation at all? Let me know that also. Be very interested to hear your thoughts if we have any differing of opinions. Thank you so much for watching. If you have made it this far to the end, thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. That would be fabulous and would really help me out. And please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Is there any other drugstore makeup items that you would like me to try? Obviously they have to be available in the UK. I will see you guys very, very soon in another video. Bye bye for now. Whoop.